Hello and welcome to Cold Hearts. This is actually a game that two of my Twitter friends made. So I do know some of the crazy that's going to happen. I just don't know plot details and all that. So let's give her a try. Headphones. Have you ever felt like you don't belong? Unable to find your place in this strange world? Surrounded by people you don't connect with, doing daily tasks that don't seem to fit you. Hell, even picking groceries and clothes based on what you think a decent human being would choose. Living the life of an entirely different person with no way to change it. This is my reality since Father died. I wasn't ready for this. I wasn't ready for anything except a night spent lying on the couch with a bag of chips, watching TV, or a week-long video game grinding sessions. Oh. We only had each other, and Father made sure I had both my wallet and my fridge full. He owned a shop with household appliances, and I helped him out a few times. But I wasn't really interested in having a job. I wasn't paying attention when he tried to teach me how to pay taxes or how to run your own company. I didn't even notice when he became sick. Suddenly everything changed. It felt like I was being slapped in the face with reality. Sadness, grief, guilt. I went through all those phases, trying to accept the fact he's gone forever. But I never really did. Damn, long one. Maybe that's why I try to live this life now. I took over his company. Every morning I wake up, eat a complete breakfast, and go to work. Selling washing machines, fridges, toasters. Everything just as it should be, except for those sleepless nights. Hey, if my area of town looked as pretty as I wouldn't be able to sleep either, but still, When I try to sleep, dark thoughts haunt me, showing me the worst moments of my life, revealing endless anxieties and my deepest fears. I tried counting sheep, but the only thing that really helps is a quick trip to the kitchen to grab something sweet from my fridge. And so, we live together in the harmony and balance of a regular schedule, me and my fridge. Every night I come to visit her to ease my worried mind, and then I go back to sleep, except for one night. The night when my fridge came to me. What? Who's there? Silence. I'm sure I heard a weird metallic stomping that woke me from another restless dream. 1 second. The Sundrop. Definitely not a sponsor, but I like their diet. Anyway, silence. I'm sure I heard a weird metallic stomping sound that woke me from another restless dream. My vision is still blurry after such a sudden awakening. I rub my eyes quickly to find the source of the sound. And suddenly, I see it. It's just me. I don't know what voice to give it yet. I'm not sure what's more bizarre, a fridge standing right in front of my bed, or hearing a female voice in my bedroom. Bro. I'm sorry, this thing's freaky. Who are you? What are you doing in my house? Stop hiding behind the fridge, thief. You don't steal a fridge. To my surprise, the reply I get is sobbing in the same high-pitched female voice I heard before. I can't do that voice. Oh dear, am I dealing with a psycho here? Hey, just tell me what you want and let's get this over with. I just wanted to help make it easier for Master tonight. Here. That's disturbing. Suddenly, the doors of the fridge open, casting a beam of light, driving away the shadows of my bedroom, thrown by an unknown power. A bar of chocolate hits my head and lands in my lap. As if that's not enough, the fridge turns around and, to the dreaded sound of a metallic stomping, it leaves the room. Oh God. I can't take this anymore. I sink back into the pillows, hoping to wake up from this dream. Yawn. That was a weird dream. I hope I'm not losing my mind. I scratch my head and rub my face, trying to wake up. I feel something sticky on my hand, and as soon as I open my eyes, I realize something's wrong. My bed sheets are covered in something brown, and so are my hands and my face, my pajamas. I jump out of bed and quickly remove my clothes in a panic. Yeah, 'cause you haven't smelled that it's chocolate yet, huh? I call bull. You're just worried you're allergic. I know. Stress can have many effects. I heard about similar disturbances in sleep. But this? Yes, exuding chocolate or shit. That would be a disturbing stress effect. If that wasn't bad enough, there's something sticky at the bottom of my foot too. I raise my leg, hopping to try and stay balanced. Oh, the first word is hoping that would go into my brain. So that's how I read it. Hopping to try and stay balanced and catch my foot. Ew, it's a dirty chocolate wrapping. Thanks, fridge. I must have eaten it subconsciously while dreaming about that damn fridge. I know about sleepwalking, but sleep eating? Does that even exist? What a mess. Yes, sleep eating exists. No. I love this dialogue. Clean the room and put the sheets in the washing machines, or ignore the mess and go to the kitchen. Oh, I'm sorry. I would be the neat freak. I hate to do it. Hoping that the chocolate won't leave a stain, get the washing machine going as quickly as possible. Oh, that is cool. So, I hope nothing in here plans to talk to me today. I love this art. I smile and blush, immediately ashamed of being amused by my own joke. I walk out quickly, trying not to overthink the fact that the washing machine sounded angry. Living without my father taught me to be frugal. Sure, I got this apartment in his shop for free, but I have no idea about running a business. Better safe than sorry. After discovering melted leftover chocolate still in its wrapping, I decide to put it straight into my fridge. I can always eat it at midnight, right? Dude, you... Oh, no! Ooh, pretty. Stepping through the kitchen door, I hesitate. I'm not sure if I'm ready for another interaction with my fridge. I realized how pathetic I must look like, afraid of my own household appliances. So, are you in a good mood to talk today? I tried to make that sound like a joke, but my voice got rather serious unintentionally. Hey, I just want to put this inside of you. Will you let me do it? I'll be gentle. I realize how that sounds, and am immediately torn between endless shame and a burst of laughter. My face turns red and sweaty.
Of course, please do it.
That same sweet feminine voice definitely coming out of the fridge. I'm mad. I must be mad. There's like 400 other explanations. Open the fridge and maybe there's a gnome in there. God. Run away or continue conversation. Now, in reality, the minute a fridge would start talking to me, I would run away. We've got to see where this goes. I take a deep breath and decide to completely abandon finding any logical explanation for what is happening. Good call. Is it true? Can you talk? Is my own fridge talking to me? I hear a warm, short sound familiar to a sweet giggle.
It's difficult to call that talking, but at least my dear owner can understand me.
Your dear?
That's you. I try and serve you well. I hope you just see that.
I'm sorry. I have to intentionally read out each one. Just because the writing on all of these are getting really, really interesting. First option. Of course I do, but please don't refer to me as owner. Second option. So far, you're creeping me out instead of helping. And third. This is too much. I'm out of here. Okay, let's go down the even more creeping one than creeping, which is, of course.
Please, I didn't make you angry. Please forgive me. I will never do it again. You don't have to be afraid. I'll do my best to take care of you, I promise.
Her voice sounds so desperate, like her whole existence depends on me. Her emotions feel real, but she's not a real person, is she? Do you have a name? No reply. Suddenly the silence is broken by a loud buzzing coming from the fridge, the same sound I sometimes hear at night, reminding me to buy a newer model to avoid the drone.
Anzu?
She said it quietly, in a tone resembling more a question than an answer. As far as I know, my father didn't talk with fridges, so she hadn't been called by her real name for at least 10 years. Maybe her original owner did that. I started to create all these theories in my head. No, wait, it's still a talking fridge. Stop rationalizing it. So, Anzu. Why didn't you talk before? Am I insane? Are you really just a fridge? I think I need some fresh air. Talk to you later. How about, am I insane?
I'm afraid I'm not a psychiatrist. I don't know such things. I'm so sorry. I can't help you. You're crazy.
I'm not sure if it sounds I hear her represent choking, sobbing, or her turning into an alien creature, but they sure don't make it feel less insane. Hey, that's not what I meant. I'm just a normal human being shouldn't talk to fridges, right? Aha! I made the sobbing, choking alien whatever thingy stop. All I hear now is silence. Progress.
Do you mean you shouldn't talk to me? You're right. It was so rude of me to speak up. I didn't want to apologize. I will never speak again.
I can't do a high-pitched voice. It's killing my throat. No. Not this again. Why am I doing everything wrong? Because you're trying to talk to a fridge. You know what? Fine, don't speak ever again and let me live a normal life. Please talk with me. I just feared for my own sanity you hadn't talked with me before. Okay. I gotta see what happens. I feel a little bit dizzy as I leave the kitchen and lean against the wall, breathing heavily, trying to pull myself together. I could keep telling myself that it's stress, that all those nights spent at work have finally caught up with me, and that's the cause of these strange hallucinations. But that voice was real. Deep inside, I know it well. But I try not to let these thoughts take over my mind. I feel like I'm hanging on the edge of sanity, in desperate need of distraction to clear my head. I should probably go to work, or at least decide what to do today. Since the day my father passed away, I've been running his business all by myself. For the 40th time, I tell you, it's a huge responsibility. But at least I'm the master of my own time. It's up to me if the shop is open or not. Just like father, I'm not a fan of this whole weekend idea. Why waste such a day when you can be productive instead? Of course, I'm not a robot. I sometimes take a day off to visit my friend Kazuya and play games just like we did in the good old days. It's been a while since I've been around, though, to be honest. I can't remember the last day I even took a break. That explains the whole fridge hallucination thing, I guess. Unfortunately, I didn't have the time to work and visit Kazuya the same day. Being the only person running such a huge shop full of household appliances, I have to stay late to do all the paperwork and make sure everything is all right. There's barely any time left to read a book, clean house. How did my father manage to do this all by himself? Why didn't I help him? Sigh. It's time to decide what to do. Going to work would be the most responsible idea. That's what my father would do. I'm not feeling well right now, but there is no more sick leave in my life. I have to grow up and face it. Growing up, that also means not keeping everything to myself and learning when to ask for help. Kazuya, my best friend, has always been there for me. So I should maybe tell him about what happened. Although I'm not sure how he would react to the fact that I can hear fridges. Maybe he could actually help me. Sometimes I prefer just to stay home and relax, but I'm not sure if I want to risk another conversation with my fridge. Not now. I'll give myself a day or two to find out if this is really insane before I start thinking about professional help. Let's not overreact yet. You know what? We're going to go see Kazuya. I was sure I could cope with everything myself. Apparently this was a mistake. It's time to confide in a friend, the best one there is. Kazuya. Well, he's the only friend I've ever had. However, this could be an even bigger mistake. Huh? Is my brain switching to autopilot? I'm not really sure how, but I have a phone in my hand and a familiar voice comes from it.
Oh, hi. Sup?
Kazuya? It's me. I know, caller ID. Remember when the 21st century happened? What can I do for you? Dude, I know this may sound absolutely crazy. I mean, I think I'm losing my mind here. Hey, calm down. Tell me what happened. Nice and slow. A moment of hesitation. I'm not thinking straight. Can I really tell him what happened? Everyone already looks down on me anyway, a hopeless and whimsical dreamer. I see myself wrapped up in a straitjacket already. But then again, Kazuya is my best friend. We could always talk about everything. And on the other hand, he doesn't really take anything seriously. He lives by a simple philosophy. Problem? Party hard. Bigger problem? Party even harder. You still there? I'm worried here. Tell me what's up. He sounds honestly concerned. Maybe I could tell him the truth. You wouldn't believe me anyway. Try me. I'm hearing it's been talking to me. What? The sudden raise of his voice catches me off guard, and in it I can hear an honest feel of desperation. He is concerned, a good friend. It's my fridge, Kazuya. It's been talking to me. A moment of silence. You're right about one thing. Huh? What's that? I don't believe you. I have to hold the phone away from my ear while Kazuya laughs uncontrollably. I'm not sure if I should feel ashamed, offended, or concerned. I can't blame anybody but myself for sharing something as crazy as this. I'm not even sure I believe it myself. With a goofball like Kazuya? But this is one of the most terrifying experiences of my life. I had to tell someone. Finally, the laughter fades. I'm sorry, mate, but I have to admit it. This is absolutely hilarious. I'm glad you see it like that. I wish I could too. Hey, with all you've been through in the past few weeks, I'm not surprised your brain is taking a vacation in the bizarro dimension. Hey, what you need is some serious downtime. Oh, goody. Here we go again. Come over, let's talk, have a drink. Don't worry, it's on the house. I'm not really looking forward to drowning this whole thing in alcohol. Even if I'm just imagining things, I want to get this sorted out professionally. Then again, I did just call Kazuya, didn't I? My eyes wander through the room and eventually rest on the fridge. On the other hand, right now everything else seems to be better than the other chat with her. God damn it. I'll be there in a minute. I don't need a response. In one fluid motion, I end the call, put the phone in my pocket, and grab my jacket while storming out the door. It's a 15-minute bike ride to Kazuya's place. I try to keep my focus on pedaling. I don't want to think about it at all. Hell, maybe I'm drowning all this insanity and the booze is exactly the answer I'm looking for. The world around me becomes a blur of indistinct visuals and shreds of sound buzzing through my head like a swarm of angry hornets, enough to keep me from molding a clear thought. I have no idea how I made it to Kazuya's apartment without having an accident, but I did it. We've got a record here, barely 10 minutes. I'm sweating like a pig in a bacon factory. Well, at least I know Kazuya won't mind that at all. He isn't the cleanest guy either. And sure enough, shortly after ringing the doorbell, I hear some rustling and what sounds like weeks' worth of dishes crashing into the floor. Case in point. Suddenly, Kazuya opens the door, almost ripping it from its hinges. The smile on his face is strangely familiar, slightly crooked, and his eyes gleam like those of a psychopath. Always good to have a friend like that. What on earth have I got myself into? Damn it! At this point, I don't care anymore. I can't get any worse. I hope. Hey! I must say I didn't expect you this early. You take the company helicopter? Come on in and have a chat. Thanks, Kazuya. I don't mind his remark about my alleged luxury. Sandra. I don't mind his remark. Let me try this again. Milktastica. Yeah. I love the plushies. I don't mind his remark about the alleged luxury I'm apparently living in, but while he leads me through the mess that barely resembles a living room, I start to realize how he could get envious of the life I was living. What are you talking about, dude? There's a PlayStation over here. There's at least 2 boxes of pizza and 3 sodas. And dipping sauce. And 2 plushies. I mean, come on. Though right now, I could not have anything against changing places with him. I clear the couch of the TV remotes, game controllers, and a plastic bag of questionable contents. I sit down just in time to see Kazuya plunge down next to me, holding a can of beer in front of my face. He looks at me, waiting patiently for me to take a long sip, probably counting on the fact the booze will help loosen my tongue. So, can you please tell me what happened, step by step? The beer works quickly in sending through... That's what I need, some beer. No, sun-dried. Yeah. The beer works quickly, sending a warm feeling of fuzziness through my whole body. But I still maintain enough self-control not to make a fool out of myself. You know. But then again, this whole thing was probably just me going insane over the events of the past few weeks. I want to be rational, especially since he still has that awful smile on his face, and it's growing wider with every passing second. I'm going to tell him exactly what happened. He can handle it. So, I told you that I haven't been sleeping well these last 2 days. This one night was more or less the same until I heard a rumble and suddenly my fridge was standing right in front of my bed and it spoke with the voice of a girl offering me something to eat. Well, it's not surprising. You tell me all the time you eat all sorts of cold trash before going to sleep. It's no surprise you dream weird shit after such a diet, mate. Mate? He's English? He's got a Metallica poster. He dresses like a frickin'... I don't even want to question it. I do love the poofy jacket. I know, dude. I thought it was a dream as well, but guess what? The story doesn't end there. The next morning, I went to get breakfast and she spoke again. Get out of here. What did she say? And so I started talking, telling him everything. I talk fast, but don't leave out any more details. I don't care anymore. I don't want to deal with this madness alone anymore. And as I finish my story, Kazuya takes another sip from his beer, leans back and says, "Say, you don't by chance happen to have one of these new fridges, one that connects to the internet and orders food by itself? Maybe it was just telling you that you needed an update." Kazuya, you know my fridge. It is almost as old as me. It doesn't have a modem or a speaker. It can't speak, or it shouldn't. But she did. And yet, she gave you something to eat, right? Yeah? Kazuya, am I going insane? Takes a small sip while looking at the table. I wouldn't think so. I'm sorry to tell you straight, but a girl that's so caring for her sweetheart, even preparing food? That's crazy, dude. Oh, screw you, Kazuya. What the hell, man? You are not helping. I'm seriously worried that I'm losing my shit here. Calm down, worried pants. I just wanted to brighten up your mood a bit. I'm sorry, I realize it was a bad joke, but in all honesty, you aren't crazy. You're a bit loopy maybe, but that's absolutely understandable. Just look at the mess you've gotten yourself into. Being forced into a suit, repeating the same drill every day, echoing stupid sales phrases to faceless customers. That's not what you want. It's not who you are. You want to be creative, express yourself, and your mind is going completely apeshit over that. I have to compliment Kazuya. In an attempt to not burst into laughter, he presses his lips together until they turn into a thin, bloodless line. I know myself how crazy this all must sound, but he really seems to be determined to help. In his own way, of course. So, assuming you're right, what do you think I should do? Quit my job? Sell the store? What then? It's not like I have any other jobs that will keep my fridge full. And too late. Kazuya is laughing again. Sigh. Time for another sip of beer. Maybe it'll wash away the shame. At least I can fill in the time until he's done laughing. Well, I can't tell you how to treat your girl. I also haven't said you should quit your job. Just don't jump the gun, dude. You're stuck from head to toe in a big pile of manure, and even though it stinks like hell, you won't drag yourself out of it in a day. First and foremost, I know that just sounds like what I would like you to say anyway, but you gotta chill out a bit, bro. Get your mind off things and give yourself some space to breathe. So you mean... Yeah, knock yourself out. It's what you need right now. You know what? You're right. I definitely need a breather. Let's kill some booze. Time passes. Tangerine wins. Ultra victory. No fair. All you do is just button mash. I, on the other hand, read the damn manual. Well, if I can't beat you like that, you don't have shimmick calves to learn. Yeah, just like back in school. Yeah. Oh shit, you trap. I need to go take a leak. While I do that, you go get some more beer. Aw, I'm not sure about it. Maybe go home, dude. Can you still stand? Bravely, I raise from the warm and fuzzy sofa, and am shocked by the fact that my legs are still there and carry me flawlessly. You are a genius. Then off to the kitchen. Yes, sure. Still astonished by the functionality of my legs, I stumble into the kitchen, hitting the light switch like a mighty ninja slicing a bamboo stick in half. Awesome. I spin around and reach for the handle of the fridge while suddenly... Oh, get your hands off my booze, you nutcracker! Ninja immediately stops in motion. I'm pretty sure I'm drunk. But I'm even more sure that was Kazuya's fridge talking to me in a raspy but definitely female voice. Holy shit, I guessed right. My response will be sharp as a katana when the mighty Wait. The fridge is talking to me. Puke on the fridge, apologize, or call for help. Normally, I'm a classy guy, so I would actually puke on the fridge. But calling for help would bring another person into the situation. We could see if we were crazy. Kaza! Help! I scream from my lungs. Sure enough, a few seconds later, Kazuya storms into the kitchen, bumping into me with a plunger in hand. Holy shit, what's going on here? She was talking too. Kazuya looks at me with a mix of confusion, frustration, and disappointment while I'm pointing at his innocent fridge. Well, seemingly innocent. What are you gonna do about it, punk? Cry? Alright, I think you have had enough for tonight. Come on, let's get you home. Yeah, get him out of here before I mash his face in. I swear, dude, she's... Yeah, come on. You need some sleep. Kazuya is a good friend, supporting me with his left arm, pushing my bike with the other. We walk silently through the night. It seems like an unwritten rule now that we won't talk about what happened earlier. And while I'm seriously concerned about what Kazuya may think of me, I'm also thankful. The fresh air gets my blood pumping and the alcohol unleashes its hidden potential. In short, I'm dizzy as hell. Luckily, Kazuya doesn't seem taxed at all. We reach my home and frankly, I don't know how much time has passed. Eventually, Kazuya reaches in my pocket, fishes out my keys, opens the door, gently leans my bike onto the wall, and guides me further into the dark hallway, straight to the bathroom. Alright, buddy, here we are. Most inconvenient place to leave somebody in the house. Kazuya, I may be drunk, but I know that this is not my bed. He opens the lid of the toilet. It's not my friend, but I'll tell you what, this is much safer. Get down here and hug the bowl as if your life depended on it. I have no objections. I kneel down, resting my head on the toilet seat. Kazuya was right. I am now prepared. Thank you, buddy. Good night. Don't worry about it. Give me a call tomorrow. See ya. And with this, he casually strolls out of my sight and into the night. See, I can rhyme. I should write poetry. It's my destiny. Slowly, I drift off in the warm embrace of sleep. Oh dear, dirty, filthy. Oh, no. Pardon me. That shouldn't be in there. Wubba dub dub. Huh? Oh dear, look at you. Filthy, drunk, stained. Need to be cleaned, pre-wash, followed by main wash, hot, at least 80 degrees. And don't forget the softener. Nuh-uh. 80 degrees seems low. kind of washing machine are you? Celsius. As I turn my head towards where I think the voice came from, I see the display screen of my washing machine flickering in a very odd way. Oh man, not this too. I got this washing machine a few weeks ago and it's constantly annoying me with all the technology it's filled with. Well, it's stuff that's meant to make your life easier. Of course, it's great that it automatically detects what clothes I put into it, chooses the right program and detergent, checks if you need softener, even shows me how to dry my stuff. It's cool and all, but whatever time I've saved is wasted twice over reading the manuals, updating its firmware, rebooting. It even needs an internet connection. A washing machine hooked up to the internet. Nonsense. Sigh. Whatever it wants now, I'm sure it can wait till tomorrow. Thinking of all this, I slowly drift to sleep. Slurp. Huh? Wait. What? Ah! I jump up as if stung by a hornet. How did my head end up in the toilet bowl? I swear if my hair is wet, I'm gonna go shave my head. I run my hand through my hair. Oh, thank the gods. All seems to be normal. All as normal as waking up like this can be. And why the hell am I naked? Okay, let's summarize. I called Cassia. We were drinking. That explains everything. Then there was his fridge. I barely remember that. Must have been wasted by this point. I do, however, remember he brought me home to the bathroom. Okay, that explains the toilet bowl. But I do not remember undressing. I know Cassia can be weird, but he wouldn't. My thoughts are interrupted by a soft and light melody. Realization hits me like a hammer in the washing machine. Slowly I turn around just to see the lid of the washing machine open with a sound that sounds like a sigh. I get closer, kneel down and reach for my clothes, the same ones I wore yesterday, clean and dry. Still warm, they emit a smell that I take them out and I think I hear this sighing again. Good morning. I timed it so you can start your day fresh, clean and comfortable. You should be satisfied, or not, I don't care, it's done. As before, I jump up and this time almost losing my balance, almost. Phew! May have ended up in the toilet bowl again. That voice definitely came from my washing machine, and I read its manual. It can't talk. It's never talked before, but it does. It's a strict kind of cold female voice. Oh dear. Hey dude, you fine? I mean, expect talking you to fridges, lol. Yay, I'm okay. Sigh. Why is this all happening to me? Oh, I was hoping you'd be pleased with my tending to your attire. The display of the washing machine is flickering like crazy. This one was always my favorite thing to do in D&D. Doubt the existence of whatever it is. I disbelieve. No. I'm going to talk to her. No. Logically, I should run away because then I'll run into the fridge. No, I'm not getting into this conversation. I won't accept the fact that I'm clearly insane. Brain, you can't get to me. Deaf to all the beeping coming from the washing machine, I quickly leave the bathroom, slapping my own cheeks in a desperate effort to wake up. Ouch, my head. I've just realized the weird aftertaste in my mouth is not the only thing left over from last evening. There's also pain. A horrible headache, burning stomach, and overall I'm not feeling like I should live today. I should probably stay home and rest, but I can't possibly leave the shop closed for another day. I should probably have a small nap, this time on my own bed instead of the toilet bowl. I can't put my trust on my own decisions these days, especially when I'm so sleepy. That dream. I heard a voice coming out of my fridge. I opened it and found a talking cake inside. It was begging me to eat it and moaned in bliss when I finally did it. I should probably call a specialist. Oh no, not now. Not during this headache. The phone sounds way louder than it usually does. Did it develop a personality too? Wants to make me suffer now? I wouldn't be surprised. Hello? Good morning. Today's the day of delivery. This is an automatic reminder. A courier will visit your chosen destination in an hour. Oh snap. I totally forgot. New equipment will be delivered today to my store, and I have to be there to sign the paper. Why today of all days? Hey, hello? Can I please change the destiny to my home address? It's important. No, you cannot. By the way, this is an automatic reminder. We do not answer questions. We deliver. Have a good day. Damn it. Seems like I have to go to work today. I don't even want to imagine the bureaucratic chaos that I'll have to go through to get my appliances back if I didn't sign those papers today. Why, oh why? Yay, responsibilities! It could come as a surprise if I say I didn't like my job, of course. No one ever forced me into doing it, but I've grown up enough to know I should be thankful for my father and accept this challenge of his heritage. I owe everything to him, and even though he's gone, now I still feel like I shouldn't let him down. The store is just a few blocks away from my house. On sunny days, I can walk there to calm down and relax. Well, I mostly do that when my nightmares get me out of bed early, although last night was an exception. I actually overslept. So I grab my bike and get cycling. Early morning rituals. Open the blinds, dust down the equipment, sweep the floor. It's not a huge retail store, although the customers in the area is just part of the building. The other side of the huge storeroom with my father's workshop, where we kept used and broken appliances. Fortunately, Father taught me how to make minor repairs of household equipment, so I can always earn extra money by reselling some junk people leave here. Fascinating, right? Well, there is one thing that makes me a little more cheerful about coming here. And by thing, I mean person. Well, wait, that sounded wrong. But yeah, there's a certain girl in the neighborhood that left her fridge with me. It had broken down and she couldn't afford a new one. She was really nice to me when we spoke, and it's pretty rare for customers in a boring store like this to actually smile. Damn, her smile. She's a little bit tomboyish, always wearing a baseball cap with messy hair underneath, and damn, that smile of hers. I haven't finished the repairs on her fridge yet, but I like to imagine her coming here for small talk. Small talk about refrigerators and washing machines. What else can I hope for? I open the front door immediately, get slapped by a newspaper thrown by the paper boy. Thanks. I sigh and peel the paper from my face and peek at the cover, and suddenly my heart skips a beat. Have you seen this girl? 21-year-old woman missing. Yuki Honda disappeared on her way to work last Friday morning. She was seen last by her friend in the region of I can't say it. Tonkatsu Bento, near the local high school, heading towards her workplace at Soba HQ. She was wearing a blue baseball cap, plain white t-shirt, and jeans. If you have any information about this woman, please contact the police at phone number 051-467-756-858. Poof! It's her, the baseball cap girl. 21-year-old woman missing. I just read all that. What? She's missing? She was last seen near my store, so whatever happened to her, it must have happened in my neighborhood. But how? Nothing really happens there. We're probably the safest We're probably the safest district in the city. I feel goosebumps all over my body. I didn't even know her name. Yuki. Oh dear Yuki. Although it's terrible, I guiltily can't help but feel a little excited. Nothing ever happens around here. Hell, maybe I can ask around, talk to some of my customers, and help find her. I can already imagine next week's front page. Shop owner saves baseball cap girl, and she accepts his proposal. Me shaking hands with the mayor. Oh God. Boom. Ugh, it's a good thing I didn't have a weak heart. I'd almost jumped out of my chest there. I look up to the source of the sudden noise and find the delivery man bringing the new equipment. He seems very confident in the packaging material, judging how carelessly he hauls the packages from the truck. Hey, it's fragile. Please don't. Sign here. I scowl at him angrily, but he barely even reacts, apparently more interested in his phone than me. I sigh. I sign everything and ignore him while carefully moving the heavy boxes inside. All right, what do we have here? 2 new microwave, a used freezer, a blender, a few compact mini fridges, last year's models. I start unpacking and make sure every damn delivery driver didn't cause any real damage to the appliances. I can't help but notice the delicious smell, something resembling strawberries and cherries and pepperoni. Weird. Oh, I'm so hungry now to think about it. Apparently last night's chocolate catastrophe wasn't enough. I needed to call a takeout before. Hello there? Another heart attack. Can't have been 2 per hour. My first reaction is to frantically look through all the new appliances, searching for the source of my latest mental breakdown. It's probably one of those damn mini fridges. Oh, I swear if one of you talks to me. Hey, Dumbo, behind you. I turn around, my jaw drops. It's a girl. A new customer, probably. My thoughts drift away to Yuki immediately to try some comparison, but I don't seem to remember her face anymore. This girl is radiant. Her perfume reminds me of something really tasty, and oh man, she even looks more delicious. I use all my strength to close my mouth, then even more try to start a conversation. What can I help you with? Yeah, nailed it. My voice sounds so high-pitched and weak, she may think I'm a hamster. Yep, here we go. She grins at me like I've just told a good joke. Nothing really. I'm just passing by. Wanted to check all the cute junk you have around here. Don't mind me. She casually jumps away and sits on one of my precious Mecha Helper 3000 washing machines, kicking it with her sneaker as she waves her legs. She looks around, focusing on each and every piece of equipment I have in my store. She leans forward, the washing machine right next to them, and proceeds to scratch at one of the manufacturer's stickers, still looking around curiously. I wanted to stop her from destroying my belongings, but her shorts are so cropped high. So, is this all you have here, Dumbo, you little paradise of kitchen junk? She leers at me, still scratching with her long, polished nails. What a meanie. No, it's not. I have a workshop here, too, where I repair everything that others didn't care for. I try to make it sound like it's very important, honorable stuff to do, but she doesn't even seem to be paying attention. My lips are sticking together. It's a lot of talking. Hooah. I try to make it seem very important, honorable stuff to do, but she doesn't even seem to be paying attention. Suddenly she jumps off and comes closer to me, swinging her lovely hips as she approaches. Her smell overwhelms me. I can't. So, you have any more junk in the back? Any special backroom junk for your beloved clientele? I gulp very, very loud. Oh dear, don't screw this up. Trying my best to lower my voice as much as I can. It depends on what kind of junk you're interested in. I try and wink, but all my face can do right now is something resembling a nervous tick. The flirty expression washes off her face. Now she just looks like she pities me. No, please, no. Never mind, I guess. I was just passing good. Heh. Smoker voice is even harder to do. Never mind, I guess. I was just passing by. Goodbye, then. She rushes outside and disappears out of my sight before I even realize what happened. I breathe heavily for a few seconds and run towards my mini washing machines. I must have my mini washing machines. Oh, no. Towards my washing machines, checking the stickers. Huh? She was scratching at it for some time, yet I can't see any damage. Good then, at least my equipment is saved. Can't say the same about my dignity. Fortunately, there are no other unexpected events throughout my workday. I tend to value normality more and more these days. Am I getting older or what? I close the shop, count the money, and clean the place a little bit. The sun starts to set, and the final sign I should probably go home now, but I rarely do that at this hour. Home means loneliness and nothing to occupy myself with. When my father passed away, I spent a whole night in my workshop here, trying to focus on repairing appliances instead of thinking about how much my life sucked and how many times I must continually tell you about my father passing away. It's very plot intensive that way. My father passed away a few weeks ago. Yes, life is hard. Silver spoon. The workshop is a special place to me, but not in a positive way. It's a place to spend time when I feel lost and depressed. The only way to keep myself sane and refocus my thoughts on something productive. My little personal purgatory. I open the workshop door and a cloud of dust hits my lungs, causing a bad cough. Damn, I should do something about the mess in here. I look around, a desk with an old PC, tons of repair tools obstructing its keyboard, coffee mug with a cloud of mold popping out of it, boxes full of forgotten documents. The huge room is cluttered with old fridges, washing machines, and microwaves, some of them totally ruined, others covered with blankets, resembling old, sick people quietly accepting their fates. Wait, am I personifying items again? Brain, please remind me not to do that. Smiling, I admit to myself that this company is far better than any other I've met today. At least they don't talk. Maybe it's because they're mad at me for leaving them alone here. Do they feel offended? Well, let it be this way. I enjoy the silence quite a bit. I stop smiling when my eyes focus on a fridge on the other side of the room. The blanket covering it has holes, letting the dust fall in and settle on its top. I throw it to the side, coughing again. This fridge belongs to the baseball cap girl, to Yuki. I wonder where she is and if she'll ever come back for her fridge. Even if she doesn't, damn, why do I even think about it that way? I still feel obliged to repair it. It's not in perfect condition, but I'm sure I can do something with it. Just let me open it and see. It won't budge. I know I've opened it before. What has happened since then? Maybe it's the moisture in this place. I pick up some tools and try and open it using a little bit more force, but it remains tightly shut. I don't want to cause any damage, so I give up. Well, let's start the repair from back then. Let's start the repair from the back then. Okay. Well, let's start the repair from the back then. My phone's ringtone is so loud. I check my pockets in panic, finally grab the smartphone and look at its display. Oh no, not him. Not now. Misato Abiki, former business partner of my father, and yet another pain in the ass I have to deal with. He doesn't just own the land the store stands on, but invests money in it for all small cut of the profits. Considering the current economy and my credit rating, this guy is my only hope. A relationship worth cultivating, or rather one I'm forced to cultivate. I answer the call hesitantly. Why, hello there. What a pleasant surprise. You actually picked up your phone. A surprise? A surprise? I always answer your call, you bastard. I can't say that out loud. I have to behave. Expecting me to get angry, you won't get it. Good evening, Mr. Abiki. How can I help you? Well, I thought you'd know. It appears to me like you have a business plan for the quarter to... Yes, tomorrow. It's done already, actually. I can't deliver it anytime. Splendid, alright. So how you come over tonight then? In, let's say 2 hours. I'll order some dinner, and we can look at this plan of yours. You greasy, condescending son of a... Okay, that sounds wonderful, Mr. Abiki. I'll be there on the dot. Let's hope so. Hope to see you then. Click. Breathe deeply. Breathe deeply. In and out. Keep cool, calm, and collected. Let's hope so, huh? You should hope I'm not taking my plan and shoving it up your... Wait, what? Is there someone in the summer? I thought I locked up before visiting the workshop. I look around, no one's there. Oh well, I'm hearing enough strange things these days. Let's pretend it was just an appliance acting up. Another patient for the workshop. But that'll have to wait. Now I gotta make sure I actually do have a business plan for tonight. Time to get to work. Time passes. Phew. I love that word. Phew. Phew. That was exhausting, but I'm done. Dusty in there. And I'm actually pretty happy with it. In fact, it was a perfect opportunity to use logic and reason along with my imagination for something really productive. It was fun. Damn, am I growing up? Anyway, I know Abiki doesn't really take me seriously at all, but he'll have a hard time disagreeing with my plan. It will really improve the store's bottom line. I think this will be a successful evening. If I manage to get there on time... I gotta hurry. Mr. Abiki lives in the outskirts, far away from the rush and noise of the city. The mansion lies mostly in the shadows, but still as impressive as I remember it. That's pretty damn impressive looking there. Unfortunately, it's not the time for admiration. It's 9:55 p.m. and for some reason I'd rather show up half an hour early for an appointment than just be a minute late, so I rush to the door, adjust my tie for the last time, and ring the bell. At first, nothing happens. I'm not sure if letting me wait is part of Mr. Abiki's strategy or if I'm walking through the entire mansion just takes a lot of time. Maybe it's both. But after what feels like an eternity, the door finally opens and I'm presented with Mr. Abiki's smug smile. Well, who do we have here? Welcome to my humble home. Oh God, that's disgraceful even for you, Abiki. Thank you for the invitation, Mr. Abiki. Mind if I come in? Oh, not at all, please. I have ordered us some first-class sashimi. It should arrive in just a few minutes. How about we eat and talk a little bit of how things are changing for you? How you manage to settle into the daily routine, which is surely a challenge for you? Since you're a lazy piece of... Oh, after that, I'll have a look at the documents that you bought me. I would like to punch you in the face so much. I would like to thank you for inviting me to dinner, Mr. Bicky. This sounds like a good plan. He shrugs off my compliment, which gives me time to take in the dining room, dominated by a huge table which the place is set for 2 people. Please do take a seat. Thank you. I thought if Bicky wasn't married, why would he need such a huge place? Well, I guess for him it's not about what he needs that's important, just what he can get. We'll start with some small talk, warm up for the battle ahead. Before we're even remotely done talking about how inappropriate the weather seems to be for this season, the doorbell rings again. Oh, it seems our dinner has arrived. I'll bring it over. If you please, head over to the kitchen and get us some bottle of wine, would you? I took it out of the cellar this morning and put it in the refrigerator. By the time we get to it, it should be the perfect temperature. He waves over a door switch, I assume leads to the kitchen. I nod and head towards it while Bicky leaves the room. From what I've seen so far, I shouldn't be surprised, but I am. Everything in this place is massive, and it looks like you could prepare food for a whole army in here. Everything is very modern, especially the appliances. I'm pretty sure he got nothing from my store. Oh man, that fridge. We've never sold something as advanced as this. Talk about totally out of range for our usual customer base. Look at that thing, glossy black, tall, with LED lights in the front and the door. Probably useless, but hey, style over substance. Go. Please now, keep calm. I wasn't even sure who was addressing me or the fridge. I reach for the handle and pull the door open, revealing almost nothing at all. 3 bottles of wine, some Insta food, which I wouldn't have expected, and a lonely slice of pumpkin pie. I randomly pick one of the bottles as I seriously don't know much about wine. Pretty sure Mr. Abiki will draw his own conclusion from that, but come on, it's not like you have to be a wine expert to run a store, right? As I reach to the door to close it, the lid of the freezer compartment suddenly springs open. Startled, I step back and watch in shock as the whole area around the fridge is quickly swallowed by a mist caused by the temperature difference. What a powerful freezer! Oh shit, I gotta do something before I get in trouble. And we wouldn't want that now, would we? I almost dropped a bottle of wine hearing this voice. Oh please. Not again, as the blood quickly escapes my face. A figure emerges through the mist. Still just being a silhouette, I can clearly see the proportions. It's a woman with wasp-like hips and legs that seems to reach all the way up to the heavens. Gulp. As she emerges from the mist, her appearance hits me like a blow to the heart. Smoky eyes and cherry lips framed by flowing hair, an elegant and pompous dress which shrouds, yet still emphasizes every little detail of a perfectly proportioned statue. Not breaking eye contact for a split second, she nearly floats toward me, almost casually hitting the lid off the freezer with a graceful swing of her hips, putting an end to the continuous flow of mist threatening to engulf the whole kitchen. So, you are Masato's little partner. Interesting. Very interesting. Her cold eyes seem to scan me thoroughly, sending shivers down my spine. The way she addresses Mr. Abiki and the way she's dressed, she's clearly no maid.
Could she be Hibicki's wife? May he be married after all? Or maybe his girlfriend? Don't just stand there, do something. Yeah, I'm sorry, Mr. Bicky didn't mention. Of course he didn't mention me. How could he? That's alright. I'm Umi. It's a pleasure to meet you. How could he? What a curious thing to say. Why would anyone not carry a woman like this around like a trophy? She's stunning. Still, she's coming closer. Oh my. Not the most talkative type, are you? But a good selection of wine, I see. Be careful, though. It may go straight to your head. And I'm sure you don't want things going out of control, or do you? I'm electrified, unable to move. I notice that while she's running her fingers over the label of the bottle I'm desperately holding on to like a lifetime, I feel absolutely nothing at her touch, it seems. Wait. Her fingers are clearly reaching through the glass. This woman, Ume, is not real. The realization hits me like a slap in the face. Of course he didn't mention me. That's how she emerged from the mist. But she did close the lid of the freezer. Oh God help me. She's another one. But she's also standing right in front of me. How is this possible? Is this a stress? Have I gone completely insane? Both? What do I do? Turn around and leave the kitchen. No. Be cautious and cold. What? Be courageous. Go for courageous. Oh, clearly she isn't real. But that doesn't help any. I feel like a deer in the headlights. I can't take my eyes off this beautiful beast. You have to excuse me. I have no idea how you're doing this. How do you do it? Do what? She looks honestly confused. Did I go too far? Did I hurt her? Wait, how could I? I didn't say anything wrong, or did I? How do you appear like this, so human and... Oh, so you don't like what you see? Now that would be a shame. Oh God, I went too far. I have to fix it now. No, please forgive me. That's not what I meant. You look stunning and I'm impressed. Don't say it. Yes. Damn it, sigh. Now I'm no further ahead. I still don't know how a fridge is able to appear in a nearly human form right in front of my eyes, but at least I managed to completely embarrass myself. Good job. Oh, thank you very much, sweetheart. Her smile grows. I don't think she's honest at all. I'm such a fool to even pray for that. I think I should leave and try and cool down. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a dinner to attend to. I turn around and storm out of the kitchen. I have no idea how long I spent in the kitchen, but luckily it passed unnoticed. Bicky is just about prepared to make a huge sashimi platter, and my mouth starts to water because I haven't eaten because my father has died so many weeks ago. I'm desperately looking for something to keep my mind off whatever just happened in the kitchen. And this food just looks like the most delicious escape I've ever seen. Oh man, what now? It's like AOL. Gotta say, your shop is really cozy. If it wasn't so smelly, I could live here. What the? Who are you? Is this a prank? I don't even... I put down the bottle of wine as Bicky looks up at me. Oh, there you are. I see you've made your choice. Interesting. Honestly, I don't care anymore. All I want to eat and get this evening over with But I'm not gonna be so easy now as is. We proceed to eat, and Bicky immediately begins to interrogate me. So, how are things over at the store? These voices are all over the place. Apologies. Oh, pretty good. I can't complain. Still have a steady stream of customers, and they seem to be very happy. Oh, that's good to hear. I imagine it's hard to pick up where you left off, getting acquainted with the customer base, digging into all this paperwork. No problems with it at all? No, you knew my father. He was an ordinary man, and he treated his customers with the utmost respect. Continuing his work couldn't have been easier. It just needed a little bit of dedication. It was no big deal. I was a bit cold, yes. The way Bicky fails to show any sensitivity toward the passing of my father is just downright pissing me off. I meet his eyes and I see his expression shifting slightly. Is that a spark of recognition? Maybe he feels that he has to test me to make sure that I'm good for this job, and yes, feelings have no place out there. Maybe I misjudged his intentions. As the end of dinner draws near, topics get more casual. Mr. Bicky gives up asking me about the work, and I'm happy about it. Of course, there still is that business plan, but my confidence is growing immensely. Well, that was good. Now how about we have another glass of wine? Look at the project. Sounds good to me. As I grab for the folder by my bag, I suddenly notice a wave of mist coming through the gap beneath the kitchen door. What the hell? The freezer was. Ume closed it, did she? But wait. If she's just a figment of my imagination, does that mean the fridge is still open? Oh no. Improvise. In panic, I look further through my bag and suddenly pat my pockets. Oh dear, it seems I've lost my phone. Oh really? That's a shame if you've lost it on your way here then. No, I'm pretty sure I have it before when I went to go get the wine. It must be in the kitchen. Oh, in that case, would you mind if I quickly go get it? I got it from my father, and it's pretty important to me. I'm sure you understand. And please don't wait to start looking over my plan. I'm sure you'll find it satisfying. Very well, then. And so I rush into the kitchen, making sure Bicky doesn't notice a mist as I pass through the door. As I enter, I expected the godlike figure at his ume stand in the middle of the room, piercing me with her cold eyes, but instead, the kitchen is empty. Even the mist is slowly dissipating as the fridge seems firmly closed. I step closer to make sure there's nothing wrong with it. I run my finger along the seam, signaling the gap between the door and the case of the fridge, trying to convince myself that it is not damaged. Suddenly I hear a moaning and immediately stop. I look up and see Ume sitting on top of the fridge, on top of herself. God, that's so weird, running her fingers through her hair, biting her lip in pure ecstasy. I immediately retract my hand upon realizing what I've just done. Oh, I have to say, you know how to use your fingers. I'm blushing. Oh dear, I hope it's not all too visible. Time to act, be swift, stay cool. Be technical about it, or be a gentleman. I said be technical. You know you shouldn't do that. You really are built to keep your inner temperature steady, and playing around like this may overload your motor. She still seems confident, but I can definitely see her smile fading, even if she's just an unnoticeable nuance. Well, maybe I'd like to live on the edge. And I've got to say, if anything, you've played around with my temperature more than ever I have. Purr. Now I'm definitely blushing. I have to get this back under control, get my eyes off her, get back to business. Well, I am happy that you seem to feel good. I was worried you might have a defect. Oh, worried? That's a shame. I don't want you to lose your focus now that the talks with Masato are getting more serious. To be honest, I don't know what you want. Really now? That's disappointing. Well, if that's the case, hush, back to work now. Her words hit me more than she probably realizes, and maybe that's exactly what she wants. I have to maintain my priorities. Finishing this evening well is more important than anything else. I mustn't stumble because of her. Confident about my goals, I leave the kitchen. Mr. Ibiki is still studying my business plan. My business plan is very smart. I nod towards him and show my phone, which of course has been in my back pocket the whole time, and take a seat next to him. As Mr. Ibiki grasps the content of the documents I've presented to him, he begins asking questions, trying to poke holes in my strategy. Despite the events of the evening, and maybe because of him, I managed to keep my mind focused and answer as best I can. With each answer I give, Mr. Ibiki seems more and more satisfied with me, even though I still think there's a long way until I can call this respect. Eventually, we reach the final details of my plan. But I can't have a simple victory, can I? From the corner of my eye, I see the door to the kitchen opening slightly, Ume leaning against the frame with a seductive smile on her face. What if Mr. Ibiki sees her? Can he see her? What would be my problem? I can't risk it. The evening has gone so well. I can't have the refrigerator mess it all up. I clear my throat to get Mr. Ibiki's attention. Mr. Ibiki, I spent a lot of time talking during the day. Would it be okay if I get a glass of water from the kitchen? Of course, go ahead. Suit yourself. I'll look over the numbers one last time. Thanks. Quickly, I rush towards the kitchen and see Ume disappearing from the door frame. As I enter, I see Ume is definitely up to no good. She's leaning against the fridge, her spine arched slightly back, flattering all the advantages of her upper body. With her head cocked to one side, it makes for a mischievously and equally seductive look. Definitely up to no good. She knows it. We both know it. It's time to confront her about it. I'm gonna go. Polite hasn't gotten this guy anyway. We're going aggressive. Look, Ume, I don't know what you're up to or why. Maybe you're just bored and you don't know what to do with yourself, but frankly, I don't care. This evening is very important to me, and you know that. I have no idea you know it, but you obviously do. You won't be able to take this away from me, no matter how hard you try. Ume pushes herself off the fridge. Oh, is that so? You're cute, you know that? Oh, I forgot, it's Alan Rickman voice. Alan Rickman mixed with a little bit of Richard O'Brien from Rocky Horror. Oh, is that so? You're cute, you know that? Of course, I know how important playtime is for you. Playtime? You think this is a game? Slowly, she comes closer, swinging her hips with a very gracious step she takes. Of course it is. Humans love to play, first as children, then as adults. The only difference lies in the stakes, which grow higher and higher. And that's the most intriguing aspect. She's now standing right in front of me, her lips just inches away from mine. There is just one difference between me and most other adults. I try and find my voice. And what would that be? Ume moves her head, bringing her lips dangerously close to my ear as she whispers, I still have fun playing games. It's hard as hell, but I managed to keep my composure. Oh, my dear, you don't think you're the only one. But you know what's even more fun? Having to fight for victory, to earn it. Having it all too easy isn't very rewarding at all. And with that said, I bid you good night. As I back away, I see surprise dominating in her face. Bah. Either I'm getting too tired to keep reading or the soda has run out. As I back away, I see surprise dominating her face, although her smile seems unbreakable. She surely isn't used to defeat, but on the other hand, I feel I just proposed to her with a new challenge. Proposed? I would say posed, but still. Proposed, that's kind of subliminal there. I turn around and leave the kitchen with a smile myself. Coming back to the dining room, Bicky looks up to me. Well, that looks good, really good. I think I'll continue my investment and maybe even add a little extra. There's some real potential here. Thank you very much, Mr. Bicky. I appreciate your kind words. Your father taught you well. You should be proud of yourself. No, I don't want to hold you up for much longer. It's getting late and I'm sure you have another hard day of work ahead of you. Here, let me bring you to the door. Or should I call you a taxi? That won't be necessary, Mr. Vicky, but thank you. Have a good night. I feel this relationship could become much better. As I climb on my bike, I feel confident, happy, and almost certain that I'll have a good night's sleep. Yes, this was a good evening. Crazy fridge. Another night fast. I woke up feeling uneasy. Everything that's happened in the past 3 days slowly leads me to the conclusion that I'm not fully okay. Or worse, I'm okay and the world is not. As a kid, I always dreamt about having superpowers, but talking to household appliances was absolutely not on the list. What if everything can talk? I can bet I've seen a cartoon or a movie about it before. Maybe every little spoon or needle in my house has its own soul, character, identity. How many innocent creatures have I hurt in my entire life by walking over used cigarettes and bottle caps? What about the pavement? Sigh. I think it's time to face my fears once again. I'm in desperate need of chocolate anyway. I get up lazily and proceed towards the kitchen. Unwillingly, my loud yawn smoothly transformed into an Ohio, like my vocal cords couldn't wait to greet every possible talking item in the house. I smile to myself, hearing no reply. Good morning. My legs decide to freeze all of a sudden. I barely catch my balance to stay on my feet. I wish it were my fridge's voice. It's not. Pardon my sudden interruption of your daily schedule. It's time to talk. My eyes shift slowly towards the living room and regain focus. There's a man sitting on my couch. Part of me wants to scream and call the police, but the majority of my brain either thinks he's not a threat or that he's not real. He doesn't look real, that's for sure. His white and curly hair is very strange, luminescent color, similar to his eyes. He seems very pale and skinny, almost sickly, but there's a weird power resonating from his side alone. I can't clearly state if he's physical. It feels like I'm watching a ghost who has suddenly materialized in my room. Talk about, what? I want to ask him so many questions, but I can't. My voice barely gets out of my throat. Tell me, have you experienced anything weird lately? Tell the truth. His question surprises me for a second, but I realize there's no point in lying now. Yes, items around me talk, turn into humans, and back I hear voices. The man smiles gently and nods his head. I'm really glad you're not trying to refuse their existence. A small step, but it's a good one. Start. In all honesty, I didn't expect that from you. I'm more puzzled than I ever was, and considering the past 2 days, that's a record. What? did you expect from me? Something like your father would do. Analyze, find a resolution, go back to your daily tasks like nothing ever happened. He smiles wider, looking into the distance. Was he remembering something? Thinking about it, maybe that's why you can hear them. Because maybe this huge mystery can be solved so easily. Wait, what? What mystery? Fridge hearing superpowers? It's in the genes? No, wait, what? The first rule is, I cannot give you every single answer you want. Not that I am in possession of every single answer, if that changes anything. I wish I could help you more than this, but unless you are on the right track, my hands are tied. Wait, the first rule of what? Suddenly I hear a loud buzzing coming from the kitchen, slowly dissolving into a sweet female voice.
Hello, master? Who are you talking to?
The man smiles gently. The second rule is they can't hear me nor see me. It doesn't work both ways, though. I can see them, see right through them to their very roots. I know where they come from. I know where they reside. I could potentially do much more than that. But I am not allowed to interact with them, nor am I allowed to assist you in that interaction. He pauses to wait for the reaction from me, but I'm still frozen shut. I'm Jack's broken freezer. Third rule is I am to advise the one of power, one who cannot be pushed onto a certain path or brought around in my point of view. I cannot be subjective. I can only ask, sometimes answer, and in case our path, your path, leads you to failure or death. I'm trembling. He sounds so serious. Too serious. I am supposed to leave forever. Are these rules clear? Nothing is clear, my mind included. I'm not even sure where to start. My head is buzzing with questions, but what he said can't give me answers, right? How is it supposed to work? So, this is not just about talking to attractive refrigerators. The man laughs a little but continues looking at me mysteriously. There are more things in heaven and earth than are dreamt of, and talking fridges are just one of them. Cold Hearts. To be continued. Thank you for playing. I made it. Cool.